here in the rosters for the Philippine Cup.
Samantala, Dorian Peña had his steal. Ito naman ang tao ni Daniel. Deposit na po ni Olsen Rosella at the corner. Binigay kay Danny I. Out to Don Tiveros. Inside, Dorian Peña up against Asi Taulava. Taulava already has 3 personal fouls. At tinaas lang yung kanyang kamay. Winner, oh, what a spin by Winner. Pero napitawan na bola against his back. Yan si Ocampo using his height.
Nakaka-11 points na si Yan si Ocampo getting it from the offensive boards now. We saw kanina in our halftime analysis that Talking Tex had 11 points from offensive rebounds. Now you can say that it is up to 13.
Samantala, Dorian Peña looking for a receiver. Wala makita. Winner pushes it up. Hinihintay ni Don Tiveros. And the block by Don, pero meron pa na nakita. Si referee Miguel. Tatawagin niya. Hindi. Outside lang.
Outside lang.
Walang foul.
Was the ball good clean block and a ball tap out. Alam mo, nakita natin another turnover against San Miguel. That has been their problem sa game na ito. No? They are not playing anything. They're losing the possession of the ball. And 13 turnovers, now 14 in the game for San Miguel.
Whoa, Nick Velasco comes over with a 3-point shot from left of the key. And the lead of Talking Tex down to 1 at 39-38. Asi Taulava moving against Dorian Peña. The kick out. Willie Miller puts it up with a short jumper and he yanks it. 41-38, 3-point lead by Talking Tex. Slowing it down, Olsen Rosella.
Mukhang ang formation ngayon ng Talking Tex is back to the zone.
Zone,
this
zone
is what
defense,
we're talking about, yes. Zone defense, they need to take it.
Oops. At last touch on Dorian Peña, pero sabi, meron daw. Sabi ni Coach Joey Chico, tinulak eh. And the referee agrees. Bong Ravenna calls for the push. Hindi naman nagreklamo si Bong Ravenna. So, pangatlong personal foul on Ferdinand Bong Ravenna. Produkto po ito ng Iloilo. Maayong gabi sa ating mga amigo dira sa Panaykag sa Iloilo. Tapos sa Bacolod. Oy! Don Tiveros, 3-point shot, and he gives San Miguel, or he gets San Miguel to even up matters at 41 all.
And what a way to open the second half with 2 booming triples scored by San Miguel.
Nick Velasco at saka si Don Tiveros.
Yan naman ang antidote ng San Miguel sa zone. And they know how to set up for that 3-point shot. Very confident sila sa kanilang tira from that range.
Olsen Rosella sets up Don Tiveros. Tiveros kicks it out to Olsen. Jumper by Rosella is good. Nice open shot there for Olsen Rosella. And San Miguel is back in the driver's seat at 43-41.
Alam mo, napakagandang tingnan itong San Miguel. They are playing in rhythm. They're passing the ball so well, finding the open man, and they play unselfish basketball.
A nice steal there by Don Tiveros. Alam nyo, marami nagsasabi, offense lang ito si Don, pero ang daming ginagawa niyan para sa kanyang kupunan inside the hard court. Willie Miller challenging Dorian Peña from behind. He is called for the foul. Second personal on Willie Miller. Don Camaso coming in for Bong Ravenna. Ito po yung sinasabi natin, balik Talking Tex. Ano ha?
Mukhang napag-usapan ng San Miguel that they need to be able to be more assertive on the offensive board. And they've been able to get second chance to get 18 rebounds for Dorian Peña. Hala ko, hinawakan. Pumasok pa! Ano yan? Will they count it? Pumasok yun! I don't know. I think that might have been, or that should have been a conversion. Sandali. Referees are now consulting table officials. Asin ba yun o hindi?
Ito pa rin nyo.
Sinulak. Hindi yata. Because he took an exit dribble after the push.
Yes, after the foul.
So,
pero pumasok yung tira. Alam ko yung tira, pumasok. And
2 free throws being given.
Makikita natin ng San Miguel, pinaanghang kanilang depensa dito sa pag-umpisa ng third quarter. At kanya po ngayon, lumalabang ang San Miguel ng 45-41 after trailing 37-35 at the end of the second quarter.
Well, malaking bagay dito is the defense na pinakita ng San Miguel is shutting down Alapag. After 11 first quarter points, hindi na nakascore si Alapag.
That's
Olsen
right.
Racela has been focused in stopping Alapag. And not only that, si Asi Taulava held down to only 5 points, all scored in the first quarter.
Hindi na rin nakascore ito si Asi Taulava.
Meanwhile, ito si Dorian Peña, nakaka-18 rebounds na. No? So he's working overtime. He's working like a workhorse sa loob.
Yan yung sinasabi natin, ano, yung mga naka-letra dyan sa kanilang t-shirt, sa kanilang uniform. 1975, of course, the year that the team was formed here at the PBA. And RJ for Ron Jacobs. Yung retro uniform yan at San Miguel. All right, Miller. Down low to Asi Taulava. Jimmy Alapag. Narito si Willie Miller. Nice fancy move. 8 seconds on the shot. Ang dami pa pero nagbunga naman. Ito naman ang pukol kay Olsen Racela. Gets it back right away.
And what a pitch. And what a catch. Ang ganda naman ang pasahan. And not only from San Miguel's side, but also talking Tech. Kasi ang ganda rin ang pasa for the cutting of Mark Telang kanina.
Lead of San Miguel is 6.
Now you notice that Camaso is back in the game, but he's playing his more comfortable three position.
Well,
Wala
Camaso.
siyang reverse. Exactly, no? Playing the three position gives him an opportunity to roam the floor. Go back doon, nakakuha siya ng puwang.
That's his game.
Yes, that's exactly his game. Nakakita siya ng puwang, and then he was able to score in the reverse.
Here's Vic Velasco looking inside. Velasco out to Don Tevera for the three-point shot. Wala. And Mark Telan jumping high up with that rebound. Gets it over to Willie Miller. Pero tatlo nakawang kay Miller. Nakita naman si Mark Telan sa kabila. Then kumamaya. There's Don Camaso of the handoff by Mark Telan.
No look back coming from Telan. Camaso now with back-to-back baskets.
And the San Miguel clear lead is 2.
Well, Ed, napakita natin kanina sa Camaso when he was fielded by Coach Joel Balalo first half was playing the uncharacteristic 4 position, but now he's back playing the 3 position and he's getting his shot. He's moving, and Telan is now playing the number 4 spot.
Ito,
makita natin.
yung pasa.
Oh, look back.
Si
Wide
Mark
open.
Telan kay Don Camaso for the back-to-back hits for the Balik Talk and Text player.
Pangatlo yun, ha? Pangatlo
Napunta sa Alaska yan for a couple of years. Of course, he came from this team. And back home. Dorian Peña, binigay kay Don Tiveros. Here's Daniel Deponso trying to get around Mark Telan. Masiki play on him. Dorian Peña gets it back. Ay, inabot the 24-second shot clock. As Brian Gahol was trying to draw a beat to the basket, inabot na nung buzzer. Magandang gabi po mga kaibigan. Ito ang unang laro ng Grand Matador Grande PBA Philippine Cup mula sa Araneta Coliseum. Andog po sa inyo ng ABC Sports. Sana napanood nyo kanina yung napakakulay na opening ceremony, which also featured Mr. Gene Velasquez giving us some entertainment numbers. Willie Miller.
At kanina si Brian Gahol was tagged with an offensive foul.
Ah,
So hindi lang 24-second violation na nangyari. kundi-
double black eye pala.
Oo, offensive foul yun on Brian Gahol. But San Miguel still in the driver's seat with a 2-point lead.
One on San Miguel here. Shot clock 14 seconds.
14 seconds on the shot clock. As Don Camaso inbounds from the right side of the court. Binigay kay Jimmy Alapag. Looking at Asi Taulava. Habang ngayon si Dorian Peña. Umarap si Asi. Tumalay ko din. Maatras. Oh, drop pass picked off by Daniel Deponso. Tumatakbo si Olsen Racela. Hinahabol ni Jimmy Alapag. Olsen Racela looks around for a receiver. Racela sets it up. Tinatawag niya si Dorian Peña to give him the pick. Olsen Racela gets inside. Bumagsak. Merong foul na tatawagin.
Foul on number 3, Jimmy Alapag.
Jimmy Alapag picking up number 2. Foul number 2, that is.
20 seconds on the shot.
Nakakalahati na po ang ating third quarter na nabalong ito ng San Miguel at Talk and Text. And it's, something that I'm sure is appreciated by the PBA fans sapagkat hindi po tayo nabigo. Unang laro pa lamang mga kaibigan, pukpukan na kaagad between these two titans of Philippine basketball. Brian Gahol, good fake, got Asi Taulava up in the air, and that might be foul number 4 on Asi Taulava. And you can hear the crowd here with mixed reactions depending on which side they're on.
Si Asi Taulava on the bench. Makita natin yung ginawa ni Brian Gahol, who is playing probably one of the best games he has played in a long, long time.
Very disappointed because pinilit niya kumilag eh. He tried to elude Brian Gahol, but I guess there still was body contact as he landed on Brian Gahol. That sends Gahol to the line. Former UP Maroon. Wore the Philippine colors a couple of times as a member of the national team. Samantala si Jimmy Alapag ay nilabas na rin ni Coach Joel Banal. Binalig si Donbel Bilano, who will be working the backcourt together with Willie Miller.
So again, a situation where Alapag and Taulava not on the floor for Talking Tech.
It has proven to be rather disastrous for Talking Tech so far in this game. Pagka wala yung dalawa, no? But apat na personal fouls ni Asi. Kailangan pagpahingayin si Jimmy. Ayan na. Danny at the ball with a reverse layup. And the lead of San Miguel is up at 5 at 52-47. Don Belano looking inside. Dalawang kay Willie Miller. Miller to Don Camacho. Camacho gets around Brian Gahol. Takes the shot. Napaganda dito kay Camacho. Very agile ito and pwede siya sa loob, pwede sa labas. Don Belano Tiveros.
Alam mo yung panaan na yun ng San Miguel, hindi nila pinakita yan ng first half, but now they're passing the ball to the open man, getting a lot of assists. In the first half, San Miguel only had 6 assists. Mas marami pa nga Talking Tech with 7. And we're awaiting now the count of how many assists San Miguel has chalked up sa quarter na to.
Bench by Don Belano at nakuha ni Brian Gahol ang rebound para sa San Miguel Beer. Here comes Don Ontiveros. Danny I sees Dorian Peña inside. Difficult shot by Dorian Peña against Mark Talan.
And another assist in that play of San Miguel.
Wala na kalamangan ng San Miguel Beer at 57-49. At kaya tumawag agad ng 30-second timeout itong si Coach Joel Banal ng Talking Tech PhonePals. He can't afford to just watch idly by as San Miguel Beer tries to run roughshod over his boys. May report po tayo galing sa ating kasama si Dominic Uy. Dominic?
Yeah, thanks, Ed. Doon naman sa panig ng Talking Tech's PhonePals, they're very wary of Olsen Racela. They feel na every time they play San Miguel, maganda nilalaro ito si Olsen Racela. And another sideline, itong si Mark Ilan, bago siya pinasok dito sa third quarter, medyo nakita ko siya sa bench, medyo seryoso siya, really thinking about what he's supposed to do. At gano'n naman, pagkapasok niya, dalawang magandang pasa, isang magandang shot, and a couple of rebounds. So, you see when this guy really thinks of playing and he really sets his mind into it, maganda talaga nilalaro niya. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Dominic. At alam natin ito si Mark Talan, very talented at sabi ko nga, no, pagka-focus ito si Mark Talan. He's been, you know, at the fringes of superstardom dito sa PBA. So
Exactly, and he had an excellent preseason. The SK Knights, he scored 16 points, top scored for Talking Tech. But sandali, panoorin natin itong mga nangyari ng for San Miguel in this quarter. They have been getting a lot of assists. Napagit yun.
At saka inside point, no? Danny I and Dorian
High
Peña.
percentage shot, but guess what? Ito na, yung statistic that we promised you. Dito po, sa third quarter so far, ang San Miguel, nakaka-8 assists na. At ang Talking Tech, only 4. Remember, we mentioned earlier that San Miguel has a total of only 6 assists in the entire first half. Pero dito sa third quarter, nakakuha na sila.
Yan si Deo Campo. Yan ang sinasabi natin pag may tiyaga. May 2 points. Yan si Deo Campo, tinaga-tiyaga yun. Dahan-dahan nakapasok sa loob and laid it in for 2 to cut the lead down to 6. Para sa San Miguel Beer, Olsen Racela. Brian Gahol inside to Danny I. Triple team on El Defoso, and a traveling violation is going to be called on him as he lost his balance. Maganda yung defense ron.
Oh, excellent
Daniel
defense.
Defonso.
Yes, excellent defense. Nabasa ng Talking Tech that yung San Miguel was going to go to the post player. At ang ginawa nila, sinandwich nila. Hindi na sinandwich, pero talaga sinuffocate nila. Daniel Defonso, giving him no room to either pass the ball or take the shot. And he was forced to a traveling violation because he needed to do something with the ball. Meron tayo kasi ball hogging violation na ngayon sa PBA. No?
Uy! Yan si Deo Campo. Back-to-back hits for the tall guy, and he cuts the lead of San Miguel down further to only 4 at 57-53. Don Ontiveros binabantayan ngayon ni Willie Miller. Ontiveros with a pick from Danny Ildefonso. Ontiveros muna binigay kay Danny I. Ildefonso the kick out to Olsen Rosella. The three-point shot is good!
Talagang umuusok ngayon ang San Miguel as they widen the lead to 7 points with Taulava and Alapag sitting down.
Samantala, go play results in a foul.
Backing foul on number 10,
Danny Ildefonso is picking up foul number 1 dito sa laro. Samantala, papalitan ko muna siya ni Nick Velasco. Ildefonso going back to the bench. Kumusta sa ato mga higala sa Timog, Kabisayan sa Mindanao. Ani anapod ang inyong PBA. At napakarami po natin mga provincial games. 21 provincial games. With a better 3-point shot.
Tinawig agad ni Willie Miller, 3-point shot na kaninang pinukul ni Olsen Rosella. Alam mo, nabanggit natin kanina that backing violation. Kita yun, Olsen Rosella.
Hindi na, si Don Ontiveros hindi niya nakita.
Si Don Ontiveros ngayon with that turnover against San Miguel.
All right, we have a timeout. Kaya kayo dyan, na feeling not enough vitamins, not enough life, take Centrum, complete from A to Z.
Olsen Rosella is back on the bench. Dale Dixon. Bumalik kay Olsen. Now on the floor.
And Don Camaso gets his stride pero nag-defeat. And the loose ball picked up by Don Ontiveros, Dale Simpson. Simpson in the defense court. Pinasalubong ni Don Delano. Here's Dorian Peña back ulit kay Simpson. Ontiveros to Nick Velasco. Down low, Brian Gahol is fouled.
San Miguel moving the ball around the arc until they find the man at the post. So yung concentration nila at saka yung patience nila sa half court, pag nakikita nilang nakaakma na yung depensa ng Talking Tex, hindi sila nagmamadali. Nasa penalty ng Talking Tex, kanya shooting situation here for Brian Gahol.
That's the third quarter pa rin tayo mga kaibigan. 2 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in this period. At kanina, flawless yung shooting ni Brian Gahol, pero medyo nag-inintis na. Itong si Brian Gahol. Let's see how he fares with the second shot. Good. Finally, gets his score back. At ang lamang na San Miguel is 5 at 61-56.
14 points for Brian Gahol. Ang kanyang conference high ng ating Fiesta Conference was 11.
Willie Miller against Don Ontiveros. Ay, sabi natin Dumidepensa pa yan si Don Ontiveros. Pagkaman, better known as an offense-minded man. The 12 guys with just a 3. Yan si Leo Campo.
Alam mo, you've got to give it to Talking Tex. They've been able to keep within striking distance of San Miguel, despite the fact that Alapag and Taulava is not able to contribute at all offensively. Traveling violation pa
Dorian
against
Peña.
Dorian Peña.
We have a minute and 46 remaining in the third period. Sabi nga natin, Umpisa pa lamang ng Grand Matador Randy PBA Philippine Cup. Ay, talagang maganda na kaagad ang laro. At doon po sa inyo ng PBA. Dahil matagal kayo naghintay, 3 buwan. Actually, lahat tayo naghintay. Here's Mark Calan. Going up. Bad! Yes! We're tied at 61. Ang medyo maganda.
At saka nakita naman natin ang results of the hard work ni Mark Calan in the postseason, rather in the preseason.
Ontiveros gets it back with a 3-point shot.
Last 3 field goals, or rather all 4 field goals ni Don Ontiveros, all from 3-point distance.
May partida pa yan, medyo masakit yata yung kanyang kanang kamay, yung kanyang shooting hand. At kanina first quarter pa naman, nakita natin, medyo may ininda siya yan. Ito, Don Ontiveros, right of the key. Saan tayo maglalaro sa Cebu, sa Bugo? Diba? Yan po ang birthplace ng magiting na si Gabriel Flash Ilonde. So, kamo magkatagabugo diha. Andam-andam na mo kay Muanha ang PBO. First time, yan, Cebu. Samantala, Willie Miller makes the first as Brian Gahol is pulled back into the bench. the coach John Wichico. And Joey Mente is back in harness.
Willie Miller, top draft pick in 2001. So dalawat
Wait.
top draft picks ng Talking Tex on the floor. No? Si Yancy De Ocampo, top draft pick siya noong 2002.
Split charities by Willie Miller. Nails 6 on. Getting away. Underneath the basket. Tinabas ni Joey Mente. Binigay kay Don Tiveros. Balik kay Joey Mente. Oh! Travel on Joey Mente.
Last 2 possessions sa San Miguel, turnover. Kanina si Dorian Peña, ngayon naman si Joey Mente.
41 seconds remaining here in the third quarter of this game. Playing to a full house dito po sa Araneta Coliseum. Lalo na kanina, nung magaga pa, no? Nung opening ceremony. Mark Talan. Oy! Off the glass. Yun naman ang maganda rito sa Talking Tex. We've got big guys, big tall guys like Mark Talan, Yancy De Ocampo, Don Camacho, who can shoot from the outside.
Yan ang malaking advantage ng Talking Tex dito sa ating Philippine Cup. No? They've got a very tall local lineup, interchangeable players, and look at the way they put the class on the driving player.
Don Tiveros running into the defense. Willie Miller pulls up. Oh! Swatted away by Nick Velasco. At ito naman si Don Tiveros. Spots Joey Mente. Pull-up jumper by Joey. Oh! Tapos na po ang ating third quarter.
San Miguel has outscored Talking Tex. And now we're dead even. Bumalik na si Azi Taulava on the floor. Meron po siyang 4 na personal fouls.
Gale 6 on air ball.
Big guns for Talking Tex. Yancy De Ocampo at si Mark Talan.
Yes.
Combining beautifully in offense from third period to stave off San Miguel's charge.
That in the absence of Asi Taulava and Jimmy Alabac, who were cooling their heels on the bench of Talking Tex. Towards the close of the third period. Asi Taulava. There's going to be a foul.
Push
the
from
armbar.
behind. Si Danny Levanto called for the foul. Defending si Taulava. Wala kasi si Dorian Peña. Usually is the man who takes on si Taulava. Niro-rotate, pinapace si Coach Joseph Ichigo, mga player niya. Especially since Dorian Peña was already collared. Ito na bang rebound? 18 rebounds na yata.
Karami ba?
19 rebounds.
Karabogin. And a turnover here by Mark Talan. First half minute of the fourth and final quarter of this game.
Well, Ed, in the first, or rather in the Fiesta Conference, San Miguel lost only 4 games. 2 of those were to Talking Tex. Kaya nemesis ng San Miguel ito, Talking Tex.
Mahirap talaga pagka minsan kontrapelo, di ba? And Nobel Milano unable to sink it from three-point country. At nakalulungkot nga yun para sa San Miguel. 4 na pagkatalo lang sila pero hindi sila nakapasok doon sa
semifinals. Na-disqualified sila sa quarterfinals.
Kaya nag-adjust na tayo ng ating format.
Yes, meron tayong modification to reward the best finisher sa ating double round elimination. Giving them a premium, which is tama lang. Ano?
Tama lang yun. Mark Talan, a 3-point shot off the glass. Mark Clemens Talan.
Biglang pumutok ko si Talan. He's got 12 points here in the second half. 12 of his total 14.
At sabi nga ng ating kasama si Dominic Uy, itong si Mark Talan, nakita rin niya sa bench, talagang very focused and very determined. At pinakikita naman niya sa kanyang laro dito. Muntik pa siya makaaga, pero ginawa siya ng foul at nakalungkot-lungkot siya dahil pang-apat. Ito yung kanina, bigla na lang pumukol. Yung kanina pa yan. And here's another one from Mark Talan. Ito yung huli.
Ito may steal at Talking Tex. Sandali.
Jimmy Alapag with a 3-point shot.
And Alapag complementing that steal with a 3-point bomb.
Itong gumaganda kayo para sa Talking Tex na pumapasok yung kanilang outside shots. Kanina, yung sa San Miguel na pumapasok, ngayon naman yung sa Talking Tex. Tignan natin si Joey Mente. Walang tinamaan.
Dapat siguro ipasok ng si Olsen Racela at ang San Miguel.
Talking Tex now has the 4-point lead at 70-66. Open shot to Don Camacho. Uy! And coming from the outside, Don Dalbelano challenging Danny Ildefonso for the rebound. And he comes up with a jump ball situation. Talk about hustle.
Oo, si Belano hindi pa nakaka-score dito. But he has proved deserving of the minutes that Coach Joel Banal has given him. Incidentally, hindi pa naglalaro si Victor Pablo for Talking Tech. And that is a big missing link sa kanilang offense. Can you imagine kung naglalaro pa si Pablo? Malamang may injury siya because he's on the bench.
Naka-uniform naman.
He is in uniform. At kanina nag-warm up si Victor Pablo. Yan po si Pablo na hindi pa naglalaro dito sa larong ito.
9 minutes, 29 seconds remaining. O yan, papogi mo. Sino ba? Si Willie Miller. Maloko talaga si Willie. Ayan naman si Danny Siegel na nagkaroon ng operasyon for broke bone spurs.
Naka-uniform din si Danny Siegel, ha?
Pero ang sabi, ang balita natin, yun lang ang balita natin, baka it will take about 3 to 5 games bago makapaglaro si Danny Siegel.
Yes, we want to see him in perfect physical condition before he checks back in again. Baka naman premature ang kanyang pagbalik at may hindi magandang nangyari.
You cannot risk that.
So most likely, sabi sa akin yung team manager ng San Miguel that he will be back in action at the latest end of the month. End of October.
Danny High scoring underneath para sa San Miguel. They sure needed that. At pinapiyas po kalamangan ng Talking Text down to 2:70-68. Nasa fourth quarter na po tayo mga kaibigan with 9 minutes remaining in the game.
Now si Racela binalik na ni Coach Joseph Echico kung narinig tayo. And here's,
almost but not quite. Also Racela pushing it up para sa San Miguel. Daniel Defonso from within the paint. Wala. Yan si Del Campo gets it over to Jimmy Alapag. Alapag is in the front court. Setting it up for his squad. Alapag. Sinalukog ni Nick Velasco in midair.
Pero nakita natin yung crossover ni Jimmy Alapag. Again, inura niya ang depensa ni Joey Mente as he went flying straight to the hole. Ito.
Look at his control.
Panurin natin ito. Between the legs. Bilis nawala si Joey Mente.
At isipin niyo, si Joey Mente, mabilis na yan.
Oo. Actually, that's the reason kung bakit nandiyan si Joey Mente to play defense against Jimmy Alapag. At para bigyan din ng break si Olsen Racelas para Racelas could concentrate on his offense at saka his playmaking rather than play defense on Alapag.
Jimmy Alapag at the line.
Up, nako. Okay. Ganda ng bola, no?
Oo.
Mabibigyan kaya tayo ng bola gano'n. Ganda.
Oo nga.
And
sige pa, purihin mo pa, makasakali marinig para magkaroon tayo.
Well, I was telling our friends from KP Impex, which is a distributor of this ball. I think this ball is going to take the market by storm. Unang-una, may patent sila, no? Walang ibang bola makakagawa ng 12-seam basketball kundi sila lang. So this is a Molten ball, and congratulations to the creative genius of Molten for designing this ball.
Also, Rosella open with a 3-point shot. At darito ngayon si Willie Miller. Miller, the bounce pass to Dombo. Joey Mente!
Joey Mente showing why he is a high flyer. Lumipad sa ere.
Yan naman ang mahirap. Naging kapagsabayan kay Joey Mente. Tapos maganda ang timing. Ito ito mo naman. Wala pag gaanong momentum yun Sapal na sapal. 8 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the ball game. Labang ng dalawa lang ang Talk and Text at 70-68. Miller.
Aba, ang tawa ngayon ni Joey Mente, si Willie Miller. And Racela slid over to Jimmy Alapag.
Yancy against Velasco. Leo Campo. Turns in an offensive foul. Nawala si Nick Velasco ron pagpihit ni Yancy de Ocampo.
Well, the call of the referee was he initiated the action at nandun yung depensa ni Nick Velasco. Napakamot na lang ng ulo si Joel Banal with that call. Balano is 0 out of 6 with that last attempt that was foiled by the high-flying Joey Mente.
Paulson Racela may dala ng bola para sa San Miguel. With 7 minutes and 52 seconds remaining, steal by Willie Miller.
A very weak pass coming from Don Tivero. Dapat dito, quick passing Hindi pa pwede yung papetik-petik na pasa.
Nakakulyahan si Dorian Peña at si Asik Taulaba away from play. Foul on Dorian Pena. That's his third personal. Ating score, 70 Talk and Text, 68 San Miguel Beer. We have a timeout. Brought to you by Ginebra San Miguel, ang #1 gin. Jimmy Alapag, 3-point shot. Si Taula panatapik pero nakuha ni Don Tiveros para sa San Miguel Beer. Ang ating score, 70-68 lamang ng dalawa. Ang Talk and Text. Open shot for Brian Gahol. That's a 3-pointer from Brian Gahol.
17 points na para sa kanya. Lamang ulit ang San Miguel. Now, San Miguel has been able to get this lead despite 22 turnovers against them. And only 13 for Talking Text. Taulava foiled.
Strong move by Asik Taulava, pero ang dami nakakuyog sa kanya ron. Ito na naman si Brian Gahol. Muntik na mabitawan. Don Tiveros back to Brian. Gahol looking around, back to Don Tiveros. 3-point shot by Don Tiveros.
Aba silang dalawa lang nagpapasahan. Kanina nakita natin si Gahol with a 3-point shot. And in that last play of Tiveros, playing patty cake with Brian Gahol. 3-pointer na naman.
Magandang gabi po sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan sa buong Pilipinas at gayon din sa ibang bansa. Kumusta po kayo lahat? Mabuhay po kayo. TBA po ito. At Winnie Miller, nag-vintage galing sa kaliwa. Don Tiveros para sa rebound. Here's Olsen Rosera. Forward now to Brian Gahol inside. Underneath the Dorian Pena.
Nice assist coming from Gahol. At si Peña, easy 2 points.
At mukhang gusto na maka-breakaway nitong San Miguel Beer. They've upped the lead up to 6 points now. Mark Talan driving down the baseline, in and out. Gets it back. Mark Talan. A foul. At mukhang si Dorian Peña sa tawagan. Pang-apat na rin yan.
6 minutes to go sa larong ito. Hindi pa natin napapanood si Nino Gelling. One of only 2 new faces to show up in a roster sa ating Philippine Cup. At hindi natin mapapanood si Boybits Victoria, who has been reactivated into the regular lineup, playing assistant coach. Si Boybits Victoria.
Naka-uniform din siya, pero hindi
yan naglaro sa ating Fiesta Conference. But he is listed in the regular lineup ngayon ng San Miguel and may play depending on Coach Joseph Chico. Yan po ang ating poging playing assistant coach ng San Miguel.
Boybits Victoria.
Yan, one-time Mr. Quality Minutes ng PBA.
Yes. The charities there by yan, sinakuha ni Jimmy Alapag. Inabot kay Winnie Winner, balik ko rin kay Alapag.
Big break here for Talking Tech.
Down by 5. Alapag back to Yancy, to Mark Talan. Here's Bennett with a throw.
Very patient.
What a time to catch fire.
At very patient sila nun. They didn't force the shot. They went around till they finally found someone who was open for the 3-point attempt.
Dalawa na lang ang kalamangan ng San Miguel. Inside to Dorian Pena. Door shut on him. Don Tiveros. Wala. Loose ball to Jimmy Alapag. Here's Winnie Miller. Nag-abang si Don Tiveros. What a shot by Winnie Miller. Hang time. And we are tied at 76 with 5 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. And this is proof that it was all worth the wait. Yung 3 buwan na pinaghintay natin mga kaibigan, dito pinawi lahat ng laro ito ng San Miguel at Talk and Text. Meron tayong 30-second timeout na tinawag. At sa kasalukuyan, meron pa tayong 5 minutes and 19 seconds. Ito mo naman elevation ni Winnie Miller. Medyo, ayun nga lang yung kanang kamay niya, yung kanang braso, medyo naka-angkla ng konti. Pero pinakawala na yun.
That was lucky break din para sa Tex at hindi siya natawagan ng offensive foul because mukhang he extended his right arm to move away from the defense. But the shot will count. At tabla po tayo ngayon, 76-all. Yan po si Willie Miller who was scored back-to-back baskets. Yung una, 3-point shot. Tapos, yung pangalawa, yung kanyang layup. A lot of stellar performances na napanood natin sa game na to. Of course, si Dorian Pena with a total of 20 rebounds with 9 points. Now, the big missing element for Talking Text. Vic Pablo, na hindi naglaro ni isang minuto, isang segundo sa larong ito. At saka si Asi Taulava, limited to only 5 points, all scored in the first period, plagued by foul trouble from the start.
Kabantana mga kaibigan, narito ngayon ang opensa ng San Miguel Beer, Olsen Rosella, laban kay Jimmy Lapag. Picked up by Asi Taulava and goes out of bounds in favor of Talk and Text. Great defense there as Asi Taulava just got in the way of Olsen Rosella, who was still complaining to the referee.
Tumama yata sa tuhod ni Olsen on the way out. Pero medyo nagulat si Olsen doon when he was trapped into a situation. Nakita niya si Asi Taulava nag-double team sa kanya.
Kabantana, Winner puts it up. Snapshot wala. Asi Taulava the offensive board. Nice passing play here by Talk and Text off the glass. Talan misses. And Asi Taulava gets it back para sa Talk and Text. Taulava.
Ito rin, domination of Talk and Text off the board. Getting a lot of attempts at the basket. At ito si Asi!
And Asi Taulava scores to give the lead back to Talk and Text at 78-76. 4.5 minutes remaining in the game. At alam mo, Kinito, just kanina lang lumapit sa atin yung ating kaibigan si Danny Espiritu to give us a bit of sad news. Teka, merong technical labang kay Olsen Rosella na nagreklamo doon sa tawag kanina. Sabi ni Danny Espiritu, sumakabilang buhay na ang isa sa mga basketball icons natin na si Boy Arasas. Back in the 60s, ano ha?
Yes.
Talagang isa sa mga superstar yan. Nasa Arlington lang po ngayon.
Yes, binalita sa atin yan yung ating kasama at matalita kaibigan si Reca Trinidad. Nagpawin siya kanina sa bahay at si Pelos at si Boy Arasas nga has passed away. Ito yung technical free throw by Jimmy Alapag.
That was against Olsen Rosella.
He was complaining that yung out of bounds play kanina, no?
Dahil nung humarang si Asi Taulava sa kanya, he thought there should have been a foul called. 4.5 minutes remaining dito po sa larong ito ng San Miguel at ng Talk and Text. Don Tiveros has it. Daniel Deponso puts it up, right corner court. Medyo malakas ang tira. Loose ball. And it goes out of bounds in favor of San Miguel.
You know, talking about expressing our condolences, we'd also like to express our deepest condolences to the family of former Shell coach John Moran, who passed away late May.
Tagal na pala, no? Ngayon lang natin nabalitaan.
At pinalita sa atin yan ng Shell team manager Vicky Araneta, who phoned John Moran's mother to confirm the news. And yes, he has passed away.
Olsen Rosella, the running shot. At ang ating score, 79-78 in favor of Talk and Text. Narito si Asi Taulava, nakatingin kay Winner. Winner labang kay Don Tiveros. Winner goes up. Pasa. Kay Telan. At nagkasalamat yung mga braso doon.
But of course, what made that play possible, yung quickness ni Willie Miller as he moved inside on the penetration through the defense and then he dished.
Samantala, tinawagan doon si Nick Velasco, his second personal. Pang-limang team foul ng San Miguel Beer. 3 minutes, 50 seconds remaining dito po sa fourth quarter. Muli binabati natin ang lahat ng ating mga tagapakinig at tagapanood sa buong Pilipinas. Diyos maray na banggi sa Indogamos mga tugang duman sa Bicol. Marami rin po tayo mga kaibigan dyan na patuloy na sumusububaybay at sumusuporta sa inyong PBA. Unang araw po.
At si Talan, may 16 points na ngayon. One-time most improved player sa liga natin.
Olsen Rosella. At sila si Daniel Deponso. Knocked out of bounds. Sabi nga natin, ang ABC Sports ay patuloy po na inihahatid sa inyo ang aksyon, maging dito sa Maynila o doon po sa mga probinsya. 21 mga lokasyon na pupuntahan ng PBA. At ng ABC Sports, Dorian Peña scores off the glass with a foul.
A beautiful pick and roll play. At nakita, there is the pick by Dorian Peña and the slide and the roll to the basket. Using the glass, perfect pick and roll.
Ang
May
problema,
3-point play opportunity.
pang-lima na yan on Mark Talan. And we still have 3.5 minutes.
And three-point play conversion, 12 points now. Double-double performance for the former Capitan State player, si Dorian Peña.
Tabla na naman tayo. At 81, there should be our 7th deadlock of the game. Olsen Racela, forward to back. Oh, nabitawan. Whoop, nabitawan din ni Yancy De Ocampo at magkakaroon po tayo ng jump ball. Napakadikit po na labanang ito, mga kaibigan. Although, the biggest lead has been 13 points, but that seems like an eternity ago. Dahil nung first half pa yan, that was enjoyed by talk and text, although briefly. Dahil nagkakabalikan po itong, nagkakagantihan ng gusto sa pagputos itong dalawang kumpulang ito. Makailang beses na rin tayo nagkaroon ng lead change. Right now, tied at 81, our 7th deadlock in the ball game. And talk and text has possession, Jimmy Alapag. The winner Miller. Naghihintay si Asi Taulaba. He's up against Daniel Deponso. Pumihito puntang kaliwa. And he puts it up. Wala, pero marang foul na tatawagin to Ben Dorian Peña.
Tatlo yun nasa ilalim ng San Miguel. A foul given up by the San Miguel defense. Ito, naging aggressive na naman si Asi Taulaba. Winning time na to. 2:58 to go. Taulaba with 4 personal fouls, but this is the time para magpakita ito si Asi Taulaba ng kanyang gilas. Remember last year, he led the locals in scoring 23.1 points.
Also led talk and text in minutes played, in rebounding, in shot blocks, and in field goal percentage.
Lahat
at 56.2%, no? Ang dami.
Except assist, si Jimmy Alapag yun. Taulaba with his first free throw.
Yes. And Taulaba gives talk and text the 2-point lead. A shade under 3 minutes remaining. Dito po sa laro ito ng San Miguel at talk and text. Olsen Racela. Racela gets away. Yes. The veteran, Olsen Racela. Willie Miller. Tabla na naman tayo, mga kapatid. At 83. Yan si De Ocampo inside to Asi. Taulaba powers his way underneath. Nabitawan ng bola, and there's going to be a foul. Might be on Dondon here. Yes, it is Dondon on the ground acknowledging the foul. So si Mark Delan will go to the line for 2 shots. With 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. Kanina po, kung hindi nyo napanood, napakaganda po ng ating opening ceremonies. Very colorful. At talaga naman nag-enjoy ang ating mga kaibigan dito sa Araneta Coliseum. And I'm sure those of you also in watching on your TV sets, hindi po magkamayaw ang mga tao dito sa loob ng Araneta Coliseum kanina. Magical show to open the Grand Matador Brandy PBA Philippine Cup. Nako, sayang yung mga free throws niya para sa talk and text.
Oh, 2 missed free throws, but here's Talan.
Wait!
Trying to get it back to the day. He got another foul from the San Miguel defense.
Gahol picking that one up.
At nasa penalty na ang San Miguel, kanya babalik si Talan sa 15-foot line.
But he's got to improve on the free throws.
Sabi ni Assistant Coach Ariel Vanguardia kay Talan, Mark, yung flip mo, yung wrist action, nasab nyo. Balik natin yung flip. Balik natin yung wrist action ba? It's winning time. The score is tied, 2:17 to go. Mark Talan, 28 years old, 6'6".
But he's played a good game.
Oh yes, all in the game. 17 points for him. He has 2 3-point shots. At sabi nga natin, no, he excelled in the preseason. And mukha talaga nag-invest ang talking text dito kay Mark, no? Sending into the States along with Asi Taulaba and Joel Banal to participate in the IMG Academy in Florida.
Nakikita mo naman ang resulta.
Oo, kita-kita naman ang ebidensya.
Outside in favor of San Miguel.
Big possession ito for San Miguel as we approach the last 2-minute mark.
Right now, it is 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go before we call it a ball game.
It's interesting that Coach Joseph Uchiko is going with Gahol here instead of Nick
Oh,
Velasco
kanina
in
pa.
the end game. Oh, offensive rebound. Ito na
Dorian
ang workhorse
Peña
nila.
off the clock.
Dorian Peña na naman. Ang workhorse ng San Miguel.
Right now, last 2 minutes na mga kaibigan. Brought to you by Hope, the luxury cigarette. Ano daw si Asi Taulaba pumihit. Naku, sige penalit.
At may foul.
Oy,
May foul sa loob. Oh, si Brian Gahol yata ang manatawagan. Kasi ng San Miguel that eto, with the game on the line, Talking Tex is going to go to its bread and butter man. Si Taulaba at the post. And Taulaba now at the line.
Tabla ang ating score mga kaibigan. Last time around, dalawang pumasok para kay Asi Taulaba. Soft
No,
shot is
pumasok.
good. Giving Talking Tex the 1-point lead. You know, we really expected a good game between San Miguel and Talking Tex, but this is taking it down even further. Talaga naman hanggang sa dulo eh. Hindi natin akalain na ganito kaganda. Parang FU na sana.
Oh, but 2 out of 2. And now with 11 points, Yasi Taulaba, 6 points in the fourth period after going scoreless in the second and third quarters.
Also, Rosella has it for San Miguel. Rosella pa rin. Tries to pass it back, and it's stolen by Willie Miller. And Miller waits for his teammates.
A great defense there by Talking Tex, forcing Olsen Rosella to commit that error.
Dalawa ang lamang ng Talking Tex. Nasa kanila ang bola. Asi Taulaba. Cross-court pass to Willie Miller. Miller has it. Miller goes the other way. Goes up and hand off to Mark Talan.
And Talan with 20 points. Ang ganda naman ang pasa galing kay Willie Miller, making things happen. But more importantly, nakakawala si Mark Talan, who has now scored 9 points in the fourth period.
All right, mga kaibigan, a minute and 10 remaining in the ball game. It is a 4-point lead by Talking Tex over San Miguel Beer. Ito yung ginawa ni Willie Miller. Ang daming dinaanan. Parang ano eh, American football eh. Oh. Bodies strewn along the way. And Mark Talan scoring. We have a timeout at 89-85. Pero teka muna, panoorin rin natin from another angle. Ayan oh, ang hirap. Parang butas sa karayang dinaanan. Sabi natin, 4-point lead by Talking Tex. We'll be right back.
Marking foul on number 18 and female couple. 5 on Talking Tex.
Okay, while you were away, umiskor po si Ontiveros sa layup. Umiskor naman si Taulaba sa kabila. And the count is now 91-87, 4-point lead by Talking Tex. And we are within the last 2 minutes, brought to you by Hope, the luxury cigarette. We'd like to remind you again. Pero ngayon, 37 seconds na lang. Ang nalalami, Dorian Peña with the offensive board, and he puts it up. Wala pa rin. Asi Taulaba. Nakuha ang rebound. And Gahol will give up the foul. I think that will be his sixth and last.
That's right, that's his last foul. And Asi Taulaba producing the points here in the end game. 8 of the 13 points coming in the fourth period. At si Gahol has fouled out.
91-87 ang ating score, mga kaibigan. Labang ang Talking Tex ng apat. Wow. And Asi Taulaba will be taking 2 free throws.
Well, in the end game, Coach Joel Banal going with his tall lineup. Telan, De Ocampo, Asi Taulava lording the boards, not giving San Miguel a second opportunity to score. At nakita naman natin, ang kanilang depensa pinakita dun sa ilalim ng goal ng San Miguel. Kung kaya't hindi talaga nakapasok na yung mga penetrators ng San Miguel, yung kanilang drive and draw play, Dorian Peña missing from close range. Here's Asi Taulava with another point.
And that makes it a 5-point lead by Talking Tech. Olsen Rosella. Naghaharap ng butas. Yun! Pumasok ng tira. Pero, pwede pa ito ha? 22 seconds. Pwede pa
But
yan.
they need to foul.
Don Belverano gets around to Asi Taulava. And the foul is given up by Don Tiveros.
Well, hinintay na San Miguel na makahawak ng bola si Asi Taulava, and then they fouled him.
We'd like to remind you again that we are within the last 2 minutes, brought to you by Hope, the luxury cigarette. Pero ang nananabi na lang pong oras, 17.3 seconds. Ang ating score, 92-89. Talking Tech up by 3. And Asi Taulava again at the line. Kanina, 1 out of 2. But he's done pretty well from the free throw line tonight.
Oh, hindi na masama.
Oo, maganda. Magandang laro ito. Ahoy, ahoy. Pero kailangan nito.
Just a 3-point lead.
Coach Joel
Depending
Banal.
on what happens here. Importante dito, maka-score na naman si Asi to give them a comfortable 4-point lead. But can he do it?
Yes.
Yes, he
Talagang
does.
siniguro, walang aling. 17 seconds to go. It is a 4-point lead para sa Talking Tech PhonePals. At tatawag yata ng timeout itong 30-second timeout being called here.
Both teams playing with handicaps. Victor Pablo, hindi po naglaro for Talking Tech. And Danny Siegel still out. May be able to come back to play late this month. Kung ano mangyari dito, sa tingin ko, sa inbound play ng San Miguel, they will go for a 3-point shot without a doubt. 14.1 seconds to go. Senseless kung kumuha sila ng quick 2-point steal.
Wala.
Foul, no?
Wala rin mangyayari sa buhay nila. Kung
They're
ganun.
down by 4. Now, if they're down by 3, baka pwede pang mag quick 2 tapos you foul. But in this stage 4, ang lamang ng Talking Tech, you want a 3-point shot and then go for the gamble and see how the chips will fall. Importante dito that they get a clean inbound pass to an open shooter from outside.
Only 14 seconds remaining in the ball game. At lamang po ang Talking Tech ng 93-89. Nasa penalty po ang San Miguel Beer.
Ganon din ang Talking Tech. Pareho na sila nasa penalty.
Penalty na
So
pala.
Talking Tech cannot afford to give up a foul in this play. Or maybe they can.
Bakit
They
hindi?
can, no? Para makakuha sila ng possession muli. But let's see how this play will work out.
Kaya lang, baka maagaw pa eh. So,
3-point shooter sa San Miguel. Don Giveres nandyan. Si Olsen Rosella, he can get the ball back.
Joey Mente,
Actually,
pwede rin yan.
Joey Mente,
Ayun
pwede
na si
rin.
Joey. Ba? Walks up, yun.
They look for a 3-point shot. Wala, that was defended. Here's another 3-point shot.
Wala pa rin. And Asi Taulava finally
that's it.
grabs the rebound. They'll try to call a timeout. Ayun.
Well, nakita natin
Binigay
yung play ng
timeout.
San Miguel. Binigay nila yung bola kay Mente for his drive and kick-out play. Looking for Don Tiveros for a 3-point shot. But the shot was challenged and defended. 2.2 seconds to go. And this game,
Laro ng ating Grand Matador Brandy PBA Philippine Cup. Only 2.2 seconds left in the game. At wala pa lang foul doon kasi dalawang tumawag. Ang tawag ng isa, foul. Ang tawag ng isa, timeout. Dahil humihingi talaga ng timeout si Asi doon eh. So binigay yung timeout, wala yung foul. So it's going to be a side court inbounds here para sa Talking Tech PhonePals. They are up by 4 with 2.2 seconds remaining. Mark Tanan inbounding. Lumalabas si Don Belverano. Hinawakan na lang and that'll be it. First win in the Grand Matador Brandy PBA Philippine Cup is with the Talking